Oops. Hey y'all, I'm going to give it a few minutes for everybody to kind of catch up if there's anybody online. This will be recorded and it will go up on YouTube later in case you're missing it. So you'll be able to watch it, but I'm going to give it a few minutes and I'm going to try to have it so if somebody has questions, I can try to answer them at the same time. So I'm going to get that pulled up too. And I'm going to be working on a few orders while I'm doing this because I'm trying to maximize my time here. Because for some reason, people got paid and now guess what? I've had orders all day. Everybody's ordering for Valentine's Day, I guess. But so there's that. And okay, got that going. And I got to get a couple other things while I'm working too. Okay. All right. What I'm going to go over today is, and I do hope this is not coming out fuzzy for y'all. If it does, let me know if you're on there watching. So I will know if I'm blurry or not. Trying to shrink that down just a little and go back. Okay. What I'm going to go over is just some basic info on SEO. A lot of people, you hear everybody talking about, did I get my SEO right on that, or my SEO is good on that, and on and on about this kind of thing about SEO, like it's something magical thing that is actually something that applies to that one title. And they're just, if you don't understand it or what it means, you would think that it was something that it's a special thing in just that one title that and you kind of forget that it's actually a process, not a particular item. Hang on, I'm looking at something. It's SEO is not just something for your title. It is actually it's something you strive to have. Search engine optimization is more than just the words that are in your title. It applies to your whole shop, not just your one title. If you achieve proper SEO or search engine optimization in your Etsy shop, what I'm working to, so what you have accomplished at that point is you have made your entire shop more relevant in the search. That you have performed what you needed to do to make each of your listings optimized for the search. You have made your shop optimized. Now you can make a single listing optimized and make it work, or what your main goal should be is that your entire shop is optimized and working together. Some people don't understand that it's a process. It's not a thing that you can just purchase proper SEO. It's a process of getting your entire shop optimized for the search. It is the process of making sure that you are using the proper keywords. Now, to achieve is something you're going to achieve. It's the process of achieving proper titles and things. When you have achieved SEO and getting your shop optimized for the search, you have gone through the process of picking out the best keywords and using them in your titles. You have gone through the process of getting your shop listing set up properly so that you are optimizing everything that you can to be found in the searches better. It's not just I got good SEO in my title. It is you have optimized your title and your listing to be seen better. You have fixed everything so that you are achieving the optimal level of success that you can get to be found in that search. It's a little bit different than what I think some people think. Some people think it's just something for that one title and I got my SEO right. I've put the right words in there. Well, you may have not. You don't know that. A lot of people that think they haven't. If you achieve, if you got good SEO, then that means you use the proper wording and you set things up the way it needs to be so that you have reached that goal and achieved it. If you don't have it set up and you are not using the best wording, then no, you didn't achieve it. You do not have an A rank SEO score. That A is telling you, have you formatted your listing properly? Did you use the correct format of how you set your listing up? Did you use enough photos? Did you fix your title so that it's not got too much punctuation and so that it will be found well in the search? Did you use the proper tags? Did you do everything that you needed to do to get that listing optimized? That is what Etsy Rank is telling you. Did you use the proper format? It's not telling you, did you use the proper wording? It's, did you use the best format when you did it? And the next step is, did you use the proper wording in that format? That's the difference there. That is what your goal should be, is to use the proper format along with the proper wording combined. That is when you achieve proper SEO and you achieve a state of search engine optimization in your shop or with that listing. And it's a little difficult and it's confusing, I think, to people sometimes because they don't understand the difference of certain things. But it's not just I got my listing, who's tagging me, set up with good SEO. It's, yeah, if it's got a good SEO, you formatted it right and you used good words. That's what it means. It's that you have achieved a state with that listing that it should be found good in a search, and you use the best wording you could to do it. And if you do that with every listing in your shop, be it on Etsy or on your personal website, and you achieve it for Google search, then you have then achieved proper SEO. You are then search engine optimized to be found well in a search. Now, having it for just the one listing is great. Having it for your whole entire shop is even better. But it's not just a matter of, did you get an A on Etsy Rank? Not at all. I can get an A on Etsy Rank with Mary Had a Little Lamb, and it's the worst title wording in the world. So that's why you've got to learn how this works. And the fact is that you have to learn how to use the best wording that is going to be searched by customers so that you are optimizing everything you can to get the optimal effects from your title in that search and get found. That's what you're trying to achieve, is having that listing set up so it is the best possible that it can be. And it's, you've optimized everything that you can use and got it the best it can be to be found in a search. Just throwing a few words in there, it's more than that. It's a matter of getting to that goal. And I see people saying it all the time, my SEO is good, but it's not. I look at their listing and I'm like, no, actually it's not. You think it is, it's not, because they haven't gotten things set up so they're getting found good. They don't really understand that they are, I gotta bend over a minute, that they are supposed to use the proper wording in there. I've seen so many shops that have changed their titles and are no longer using good search words that they were before, and they think because they made their title short that now they have good SEO, when all they did was make a short title that's not got good SEO because it's not getting them seen. It's not got the wording in it that's needed to get them found anymore. And they don't realize that that's what they've done to themselves, is take away all the good words that they were using. Let me get rid of my ship station. I was showing somebody a second ago, so I can show you this other. I'm going to go on to Etsy Rank and look at a couple of things so that you can kind of maybe get a better idea, a better understanding of a few things. So if you go, currently he still has the listing grades up. I was told it's changing soon and that this listing grade will no longer be there. Okay, so once that happens, we'll go over the changes so everybody understands it. So currently, I'm going to look at this one listing that has a D. Okay, it's an SEO grade. Well, what that has graded is not my wording. It's not grading the words that I put in my title at all. Because actually, I have good key search phrases in my title currently. I don't have a good SEO grade because of other things. So I have not yet optimized my listing so that it's doing the best it can possibly be to be found in a search. I've got my tag words. I've achieved having, good keyword phrases in there. But I haven't got a few other things straight. So when you're looking at this, and that grade's going to disappear, but you're going to still see these warnings down here. That's what you're going to start looking for, is the warnings, and you need to understand what those warnings mean so that even without that little grade showing on up there, you know what to do to make sure that your listing has achieved the correct amount of everything to make it search engine optimized. Because that's your goal, is to get to the point that your listing is optimized for the search engines to find it. It's not the wording you put in isn't SEO. It's what happens with the wording. Does the wording give you good results to be optimized in the search so that the search engine finds you? That's what it means, is are you doing what you need to and using the wording that you need to so that the search can find you. When it says you have proper SEO, that's what it means, is you have used the best wording, you have set things up the way it needs to be in the proper format so the search engine can find you, and you optimize everything you possibly could. You used everything you could, the best you could, to make it show up so that you have the best chance of getting found in that search. That's what it means. You have done all you can so that you can optimize how you've done your listing and increase your chances of being found. It is basically a state to achieve more than it is, you know, I've got the right SEO, I put the right wording in. It's not the wording, it's the state of having it right, more than anything. That's what your goal is to achieve that state. When you look at this, you're going to see here these listing things about your listing here. That this is going to pop up these little hints. So it's not going to have that grade. It's just going to give you warnings here that say, hey, maybe you didn't get this the best it could be to be found in the search the best. Maybe you want to do something different here so that you show up better in the search. That's what it's telling you. So you have to read them. Now, I'm not going to look at this one that says your listing title is a little long. It says that's okay, but make sure to lead with your most important keywords so that they are seen in the search results first. Well, what that's telling you is you want to use the most important thing first, which is, in my case, sterling silver name ring with kids' names. The reason for that is you want that wording there so that when it shows up in a search on Etsy or Google, if it happens to show up in a Google listing, that what shows up under this picture tells what it is. It's a sterling silver name ring. A customer can look at it and see right away, this is a sterling silver ring. That's why you want that first. You wouldn't want something else to be there first. You want them to see right off the bat that the reason this thing costs $48 is because it's made out of sterling. They're going to see that it's a ring, but you're going to make sure the rest of the information that's important is going to be in front of them also. So that's what that little note is telling you, to make sure that that is taken care of. Now, underneath that, it's also giving me a little note that it looks like my title may have been written for computers instead of humans. And the thing it's telling me that for is because I have multiple commas in there. This title is currently keyword stuffed. It's got good wording, but this listing is not got a good SEO grade because I have not optimized the format yet. I have not done it the proper way so that I have got it set up right so that it's optimized the best it can be to be found in the search. I've got to set it up better. Okay, that's what it's telling me. I've got good wording. The search is still going to find my good wording, but it may not find me as good because I got too many commas and it's just not set up the way they want it to be for the way Etsy has their search engine now. That's the other thing. Etsy doesn't change SEO. Etsy cannot change SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. It's a process. Etsy changes algorithms. When they change the algorithm, the way we need to do our listings to get found in the search changes. So the way we need to do our listing in order to be optimized to have good search engine optimization changes. But Etsy doesn't change that per se. They change their algorithm. That means we have to make a change to fix what has to be fixed so that we are still having good SEO. That's the difference. We could have the same SEO going on, but we might be found in one search better with it than we would Etsy search because Etsy's algorithm changed. This is also giving me suggested recommendations 3, suggestions 3. So I'm going to go down and look. It's telling me my title's too long. That's okay. Telling me I have too many commas. So I'm going to fix that. I am going to fix the too many comma thing so that my title is a little better formatted to help me reach that optimization point for the search engine. I'm also looking at the fact that I have some repeats in my tag. I have engraved by itself, it's a single word tag and it's already used in another tag, so I don't need to use it twice. Ring is used in other tags, so I don't need to use that. So that's what it's telling me, that I need to fix that. So whenever all this changes, it's going to be telling me the same thing, and it's going to tell me what I need to fix. So I'm going to fix that so that my listing can be optimized for the search engines. So it's the best it can be for the search engine. So I'm going to fix those things, but I'm going to keep the same wording because I have researched that wording and know that the wording I'm using is good. So that's what I'm going to do to fix this problem. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to edit this listing to show you how I'm going to fix it to make the listing optimized for the search. I'm not changing words, so I'm giving it new SEO. I'm changing the way I have it formatted so that I have the proper SEO. I'm going to change this now just a little bit. So it's a sterling silver name ring. I'm going to look at my title and see how I want to change it to get rid of a few things. I'm going to take out a lot of this. Name ring. Okay. Custom gift for mom. Okay. Sterling silver. I'm going to change this because it's a wrap ring and I want to put that in there. Ring with kids' names, and then I don't need kids' name ring for mom anymore. Gonna take that off. I'll take that. I don't need that because I've already put that in the first part. So what I'm doing is removing some things here because I've already got custom name ring with kids' names. So I don't need it in there twice in my title, so I'm going to delete it because I've already used that. So I still have sterling silver wrap ring with kids' names. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to add a couple other things that I did have in the title, but I'm going to rearrange the wording of it so that it looks better and it's more readable for the customer, and that will help it be found better and show up better in the search when the search engine's working. It's going to pick it up better and say, okay, this one here is making sense. It looks like it's written by a person. It's not got too much punctuation. So it's going to optimize it for the search so that the search picks it up that a person's made it, not a computer. So I'm going to change this up just a little bit more, and it's going to be a custom personalized hand stamped mom ring. And then I'm going to put next actually I'm going to take that out and I'm going to change this just a tad because there's certain wording I use in everything. So Okay, so now that's got all of the wording that I used before, except I've deleted duplications that I didn't need to have the word ring in a half a dozen times, and I've shortened my title by doing that. So I have I have 36 characters left. Now if I want to, I can use some other wording in here. I have room for that, but I've already gotten the searches I was in, but I've made room for more. So customized ring gift for mom. I'm going to add that in there. I've got it listed in the right locations, got my sizes. I have picked my material already. Hopefully. Can it be personalized? Well, yes, because I've had an issue. Any of you that have stuff that can be personalized, I'll check this, because somehow or another, that little dot right there that says it can be personalized, all of mine was on, and now they're all cut off, and I'm having to turn them back on. I don't know why. Something when they add that personalization option really messed that up. So another thing you got to do to optimize it, is turn in the styles, the theme, things like that may help out with the search, are all part of making your listing optimized. That's all part of SEO, of making it optimized to be seen in the search engine. It's adjustable. Some of this stuff does not even apply. Doesn't have gemstones. I'm going to change this in here because this is all changed a little bit. I'm going to take this and I'm going to change this so I can make it into a sentence down in the bottom. And see, all of this is part of making it, the listing optimized for the search, making it the best it can be so it has the best chance of getting found in the search. I'm going to change that. I'm going to look at my tags because apparently I had some things like ring engraved. I didn't need a second time. I'm going to look back at my listing audit and see if there was any other one I wanted to take off. Nope, that was it. So then I'm going to add some new, better tags. Now somebody asked me a while ago about keywords being in a title, or tag keywords in a title and tag, and they thought that was just supposed to be in the bottom. Keywords are this. Here's the definition for the keywords. Keywords are wording that a customer may use to type in. It is a wording that is keyed in on by the search because customers use it a lot. It is the wording that you use that needs to be attached to your title because it is key, important. It's a keyword because it is an important wording to get your listing found. That's what a keyword is. A keyword is just an important word that helps to get your listing found. Okay? That's what that means. Now, a tag word down at the bottom is a tag that goes in there to help optimize your listing in the search. Now, what we use for a tag word is what? A keyword. What we use in the titles are keywords that we put into keyword search phrases. We use this wording in the title. That's keywords that customers use. They're key because they're important, that they are key picks that customers may use. So it's got an important thing. That's why it's a key for that search. So we're going to use those key important words in the title and the tag. So the person that messaged me a while ago didn't get that. She thought keywords were just basically, she thought a tag word was called a keyword. But the keyword is the words that are hit, important words that are key to getting you found in a search. That's their job. Their job is the key to making you seen. And you put those keywords in the title and in the tags and scatter them throughout your description. Why? Because they are keys to getting you found in the search. That's their job. They're important because they are the key to getting you found and getting you sales. They're the key to unlock the secret code. That's what those words are. And you have to use them in all of these places to optimize your listing to be found in the search. I'm hoping this is making a little more sense to y'all. That's what that's it in a nutshell. A keyword is a word that is key to get you found. That's its job. It's to unlock the door for the searches to put you in front of a customer. I'm trying to think of two more to put in here. Now, your tag words, the same thing. They are keywords. They're good keywords that you would have used that maybe didn't fit in the title. So you're going to put them in here as a tag. I'm going to add one in here, and I'm going to see what else I haven't used. Hand stamp jewelry. I don't need stamp jewelry, so I got to take that one out. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to publish this. Now, the other thing is, someone asked me earlier today. So I just did this, and I basically changed my title around a little bit. So if I did this and I used the same good wording that I had before, that I had the same good keyword phrase and keyword phrases. So I had multiple keywords in here, and I've turned them into long tail keyword phrases by adding them together. The reason that I've added them together to get rid of some of the, get rid of that little note that it's there that I had made it look like the computer wrote it. So, but I didn't take away anything that was important, and I didn't add anything completely new with this one. So I don't need to renew the listing. If I had changed this and say my listing wasn't getting seen and wasn't getting sales before, then I would probably renew my listing and pay the extra 20 cents so that I was getting seen faster, because it can take several days for it to change after you change it, so you may want to renew that. What's his suggestion here now? And see, I'm going to just decide that I want to change that. No, I haven't duplicated my name. Okay, well, yeah, I know there's a similar tag. Oh, let me change that one. I got one thing when I changed it, I kind of made it duplicate another one. So I'm going to fix that. Because see, all of these suggestions he's given you are suggestions to help you get your listing optimized for the search to find you. So you have to learn how to look at the little notes, because the grade's going to disappear. I'm going to go down and I'm going to fix that problem. Where is it? Rat ring. Okay, so and see, when you do this, you'll find yourself having more room to put more good keywords in, something that you've used already. Trying to think what else that I want. I know what I want. see if it'll let me. Nope. Okay. I'm going to publish it again and see if I get rid of my little suggestion words. But I think, you know, what everybody needs to understand is kind of what all these notes are giving you as far as what the suggestions are telling you. Still too long. I'm not worrying about that. Rat ring. That's what I didn't change. Maybe there was something I was missing. And see, it's helpful to see all that so that you can not duplicate wording and you can use some better wording in places. And that's the thing Etsy is wanting us to not, you don't need to repeat wording because it's already there and they're going to pull it in that search from where it is the first time. Rat ring. So, okay, that's a good one I didn't use before. So I'm going to add that one and publish again, and that should have us close. Okay, it's still got one recommendation. What is that? Still too long, don't care. Oh, I missed a tag. So that's where it comes in good. This is telling me when I fix these tags that were duplicates, I didn't add one back. So I need to add that in to be optimized. I need to use that other tag. Now it's not going to kill me if I forget to put it in there, but it's a nice thing that this does is that it tells you to go back and do it so that you can have your listing optimized. That's what this whole system he's developed is to help you figure out how to optimize your listing the best it can be so that it's found the best it can be in the searches. I gotta add one more. Okay, kid's name ring. Let's see. It's probably gonna tell me that's too long. Yep. So I'm gonna just do it that way. But when you're doing this and this grade that's saying SEO B's gone, or A, see I finally got to an A, but that's going to be gone. The way that I'm going to know that I've gotten it correct once that disappears is that the little notes that it was giving me here are going to disappear. Now this one here is probably going to always be on all of mine because I'm going to use my space. So once those disappear, you will know that you have gotten it optimized because there's no more big notes that tell you you need to do something different. Now it's going to tell you you can use 10 photos. You don't have to. You can. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. I have a couple more I could probably add in there, but I'm not going to stress that because at this point I have taken away all the too many commas. I have enough photos to make me optimized. I have my title set up so there's not, it's good wording. So I'm optimizing my wording so that I'll get found in the best searches. I'm getting got my pictures right so I'll show up good and it'll pick up that I have good pictures. And I have a description in there that's good. I've used the correct material. So I've done everything I can do so that this listing is optimized for the search. It now has proper and good SEO because I have followed the correct format and I use the best wording to get it found in the search. So it's a combination of the two things. It's not a matter of just getting rid of all those notes. It's a matter of knowing that you have used the best wording you can and getting rid of those notes so that it's formatted correctly. I'm going to tell you what, Etsy has been on fire today, and so is Amazon. You can tell people got paid last night, y'all. But that's what I'm wanting y'all to get is that SEO is a process. It's not the wording. It's not. I mean, wording is part of getting it down and making yourself have good SEO. But it's not just the words. And it's not just did I have it set up right. It's the whole process of getting it all right so that you achieve the level of SEO, that you are optimized for the search. It's an achievement that you're going for, is to get to that point that you can look at it and it is now optimized for the search. That is when you have proper SEO. When you have done everything you possibly can do to make it right. And you don't know if you've done that until this here helps you to know that have you formatted it correctly. But the only way to know if you have good SEO with your wording is to use all these little tools that he's given you over here to check your wording with that Keyword Explorer and find out, have you used the best wording? Does the wording that you've used give you good engagement scores, good search scores? Is it a long tail keyword? And again, that's been another big thing is long tail keywords. They don't pull up and give me as good of a search results. You're right, they don't. But if your long tail keyword is made up of 2 or 3 shorter tail keywords phrases, and those 2 or 3 shorter keyword phrases inside that long tail one pull good results, then you are going to get the search results from section 1, section 2, section 3, and you combine those numbers and hallelujah, the long tail phrase has a combination of scores from the 3 sections in it that gives you an even better score when you combine them, because you're combining the search results from part 1, part 2, and part 3, and you get one big number from that. And that's what you have to remember, that is that you check the sections of the smaller keywords that you're going to put in that long one and see what those sections pull you. And you also go back over here to Etsy. I'm going to see what that order was while I'm over here for y'all. You're going to go back onto Etsy and you're going to search that phrase. Of course, everybody wants these here Eagle Scout keychains. You're going to go back and search on Etsy to let me hit print. I'm trying to work and help y'all at the same time. You're going to go back in and do a search on Etsy using that wording, and you're going to see what it pulls up on Etsy. That's a very, very important thing. If you go back over here on Etsy and search something and you're trying to get found for custom t-shirts and the wording you used is getting you found under candles, then you've not used the best wording. I'm going to put in, let's see, and I'm gonna search for sterling wrap ring with kids' names. And what do I see here? I see sterling silver wrap rings with kids' names on it. And I see myself right here. And I also see it again under the other title that I've been testing that I've got to fix. That's right here underneath it. So I'm finding my item on page 1 for a sterling silver wrap ring with kids' names on it. And that's where it was seen before, and that's where it's still found. And everything on this page is my mommy to the angel for an angel is the same thing. So I've got 3 listings showing on page 1, and it's one search. Now here's the thing I'm seeing with this. I had a sterling silver wrap ring. Now Intricate Wire Designs over here did not do what I just did and check her listings when she made hers. Now she made a name ring with sterling silver, but it's not a wrap ring. So her ring is okay for here, but it's not exactly showing up where her ring should be showing up because it's a different style. It should be showing up under a personalized name ring because it's not a wrap ring. It's a wire twisted ring. It should show up on a different search. Her necklaces should not be showing up under rings. So that's why you're going to go back and check this. Whoever had this listing, that's some copper blanks that are showing up under sterling silver wrap rings, they don't have their listing set up right. They are showing up somewhere that they have no business being. Their listing does not go where it is currently. They didn't do, they need to go back and rework theirs because they've showed up in a search that they don't belong in. So that's why you go back and you check this. You make sure before you put it in that search that you're going to show up in the right place. I'm searching again for sterling. I'm going to put sterling rings. I took out too much. With kids' names. That's a little bit different search because it's not a wrap ring, but it's one of my search phrases. It's going to be in that title, and I'm going to see, again, I'm finding rings that are all made out of sterling silver, and they have names stamped on them. So that way I know I'm going to be found in the right search because that wording is good. And guess where I am again? Page 1. Because I have used the proper wording to get that title optimized. It's a 29-page search. I'm on page 1. I'm willing to bet that when I go to search back a little further, I'm going to have a couple other listings from my shop that are going to be on some of the other pages because I have used the right wording in those listings. Guess what? Here's me again on page 2. Let's see what shows up on page 3. So far with sterling silver name rings, I'm showing up. I'm on my second search that I'm checking, and I'm on page 1 in the second search. And this is a pretty popular item. So I've got 2 searches so far. I found myself that I'm on page 1, 2, and 3 with my listings. So that tells me I have done what I need to do to optimize those listings to get found in good searches. Here again, page 4, again, I've got another one on here from my shop. And see, this is how you go back and check. Go back. And make sure that the words that you've used are getting you found where you need to be. If you look here like this and you don't see items that look like yours, then you didn't use the right wording. That's what you're going to look for is am I found where I need to be with my item? Do the other items in that search look like what I'm selling? Now, if you go and you do one and you've used some random wording and you get there and I'm on page 1, position 1, but there's only 25 listings and all of the other ones don't look like what you sell, you did not do what you needed to do and you're found in the wrong search. That's how you know right off the bat. I messed up. I got to go start again. because nothing else in this search looks like mine. So it doesn't matter if I'm on page 1 in position 1 in that search because I screwed up. So you always have to go back and check that. This is how you figure out, have I done what I need to do? Did I get my listing optimized to be found in the search that I need to be? You go back and you check that. I'm going to search for something else and see if I find any of my other listings in that search. I don't know if I will or not. Sometime I do, sometime I don't. I don't know if I'm still working on listings to change things around a little bit. Oh. Okay, so I've searched this, and I know that it's things that it's sterling silver necklaces with kids' names on it. Looks like what I'm supposed to be found under, so that's good. Let's see if I see mine showing up because there's similar things here. Let's see if I managed to make it to page 1 or 2 on it. I don't know. Kind of depends on how many listings I have with that wording. It's 111 pages. Similar items to what mine is. So it's going to tell me, did I fix my listing correctly or not? If I'm showing up or not. But, you know, it tells me right off the bat when you see other items that are similar to what you're trying to sell, that you've done what you need to do. If you've used wording and you check that wording and you see things that look like yours, even if you don't see yours, at least you know you're in the ballpark for that. And sometimes it may be you don't show on page 1, 2, or 3 simply because you only have 4 in your shop and it's 100 or 250 page search and your 4 are getting lost. That's when you need to have more items with that same wording in your listings. Okay, yeah, there we go. So I'm hoping that maybe y'all are getting a little better understanding of what it all means. It's just not, you know, having good SEO is not just a letter grade at all. It's just not. That letter grade means absolutely nothing. What it means is you have done everything you can to get your listing to the optimal best that it can possibly be so that the search engine finds you. That's it. That's what SEO is. You have optimized your listings and your shop to be found, or your personal website. If you have good SEO in your website, you have optimized everything in your website so that it's found in those searches. And Etsy search and Google search are 2 different things. Google trolls Etsy pages, but Etsy has its own internal search. Its search engine works different than Google. So that's why you have to go back to Etsy and search to make sure you're showing for those searches. Because you could go over to Google and search for what wording you use and you might not show up on Google, but you show up on page 1 on Etsy if you do it right. And that's where your customer's coming from. So you want to focus on showing up good for Etsy search. But you want to get a mindset that what I'm going for here is to make sure I format my listing correctly and that I use the proper wording, that I have used the best keywords in my title and the best keywords in my tags and scatter them out throughout your description, and then you will have achieved proper SEO on that on that thing. You will have optimized yourself so you're getting found. That's SEO in a nutshell, is doing everything you can so that search engine, that's the S of the SEO, is S and E, search engine, is getting you found. That's looking for you. And the O is optimizing your listing so it's working, it's doing its job. And the keywords are the keys to opening the door for Etsy and to getting found in that search, is what a keyword's for. I'm going to sign off because Etsy gods have reigned today, and Amazon has too, hateful as it is. And I got to get some listings done and get these things boxed. Because it honestly has been dead for me. So those of you that see this and have been talking about being dead, everybody's dead. Today was payday, so hopefully everybody's picking up. I pray everybody searches, everybody's getting better views today because people got money again. But I will post this later up onto the YouTube channel, and I posted several more up there last night, and they are labeled so that you can figure out what you're watching now too. Y'all have a good night.